What did you think of your team's performance and the way the guys ran today?
I'm very happy with the way they ran. You know, when you come into a meet like this, it's a little guessing game. A lot of guys playing tricks out there, and you're trying to control the tempo and keep going forward and trying to keep something in the tank for next week for the national championship. So there's a little game playing out there, and our guys handle that real well. I've always said that the top three, Mohammed, Reed, and Maverick Darling, just have a great knack of reading the race and reading the heartbeat of a race, and you kind of depend on that. So they've got a lot of experience, and you saw that out there today. Like Reed was hanging back the whole race, just watching what was going on, and I think over the last kilometre or two he got a little excited and kind of wanted to go and see what he had.
And Mo's performance, you talk about reading the race, but how would you assess Mo and the way he ran today?
Well, Mo, he was a little deflated after Big Tens. He needed to get out there and run today. He needed to, stretch his legs out and kind of see what he's got in preparation for next week. It was important that he wanted to do well. He's at home. He loves running here on the Zimmer course and gets excited about the fans pumping them up, and he did a great job.
You kind of touched on it a little bit, but it'd be special anywhere to run well, but to do it here on your home course in this sort of situation, what does it mean for you and for the program?
It's always exciting, I think this is great for the sport. It's great for the town of Madison, and it's great for the university. Just to look at this crowd out here today. It's a Friday afternoon. If we had this on a Saturday, I think we'd have double this crowd, which would be exciting. Great support. We're very much appreciative of that support for our athletes, and they get excited about running well here.
What you've seen of your team's performance, both Big Ten and now here, fills you with more confidence heading to NCAA? Less? Does no change?
No predictions. You're going up against the best teams in the country. For us right now, it's just rest up this week. We're defending national champions. We're going to go in there next week. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of stutter about us after today and after the Big Ten. We've always said that we train for Big Tens and beyond. So, anything can happen in the national championships. Guys get on that line, they look down and they see, all those great teams, and some guys handle it real well and other guys don't. It's more mental. The physical part, I think we've got a pretty good handle on right now. So anything can happen next week.
Mick, I know the back half of your lineup didn't impress you at the Adidas Invitational, and it seems like they've really shorted up since then. Did they get the message?
Well, when you have to kick them in the pants a little bit, certainly. That's Rob Finnity's very first 10K ever out there today. He looked super. He looked very much in control. He knew exactly what he had to do. Again, he's learning how to read that race, the heartbeat of the race. Alex Brill, Madison LaFollette kid. You can't say enough about both of those guys. These guys are stepping into the limelight now. Trying to take over from Elliot Krause and Ryan Collins last year, and they're doing a really good job. And we always say that we train for this last part of the year, and so a lot of those earlier races, these kids are running with very, very heavy legs. They just don't have the same pop in their legs, so they look pretty good out there today. So we get a performance like that from those guys next week, I think we'll do pretty well.
A lot of the meets are 8K in the early part. The championship season is a 10K race.
A lot of what we do for right up to the Adidas meet, including the week of Adidas, is a lot of long tempo stuff. We don't change anything until after Adidas, and which is typically the mid-October. These guys are pretty strong, doing a lot of long 10 milers out on the road, fast 10 milers. And again, it's what we preach. We train for Big Tens and beyond, and I think you see that in the results over the last couple of years.
Thank you.
Mick, of course, also auditioning here. How do you think it held up today? And you had to be so much more pleased to watch a race like this than the jam pack at Adidas.
Yeah, this is a lot more comfortable. This race spreads out real quickly. It's 34 teams, and there wasn't as much pushing and jostling going on out there, but it does string out pretty quickly. And we told our guys, instead of Adidas went out in 5:05, it's pedestrian, it's high school stuff. Today these guys went out in 4:50, just a little bit faster, and it kind of strung it out a little bit. Once we got up to the front real early in the race, we were able to control it, and I think that's important. The course itself held up great. We've had some rain. It's softer. It's not as hard as it was during during the Adidas meet, and hey, we showed today, I think, that we can run a national championship on this course.